Hola amigos, welcome to the second video of Savi and Savi. I hope everyone is enjoying the first day of May, which is honestly kind of shocking. I can't believe a third of the year has already passed. Well, not like the weather is giving it away. It's still as cold and dreary as January here in Connecticut. Anyway, I've been using the extra time I have in my hands to do some planning for the future. And for me, that means looking at colleges. And so for all of those juniors out there who are just as nervous as I am for how their college application process is going to work out, I hope this video can answer those questions. Okay, so the college application process is just such an important yet nerve-wracking process that I wasn't sure how to start. So I decided to dedicate a section of my bullet journal to researching various colleges that I'm interested in and looking into what they require and when. So I'm just going to flip through this to give you guys a better picture of what I mean. So here I have an overview grid checklist. On the top are the colleges I'm interested in, and on the side, the things I need to apply. I'm still looking into colleges, so after I finalize that list, this section is going to be filled with things I need to keep in mind before hitting the submit button. Now, for every college, for example, I have MIT here, I have written down its location, the overall list of things I need, and websites that I think I might refer to later for more information on applying, or even certain programs they offer for high school students. I also have its requirements, both for early action and regular decision, and the deadlines. Usually they're November 1st for early action and January 1st for regular decision, but some schools give you a few extra days to submit your app. I also kept a note of things that MIT looks for or recommends future applicants do during their high school career. And lastly, down here, I have any questions that I thought of that I might dig into a little deeper. Now, I know that at least for me, the most daunting part of the process is writing the supplemental essays, and so I made a folder on my Google Drive account named College Essay Prompts, and I'm already starting the short and long response essays. I also reached out to my English teacher for guidance, and that has really helped me through the writing process because not only have I been able to make my writing more expressive and impactful, but also keep my word count in check and show my true identity through my writing. Because that's what the essays are for. The administrators use them to get a glance into what you really are beyond the classes you take in your application. I would suggest that you do the same in order to ease the task a little. In fact, it would be best if you have someone who really knows you and your writing to look over your work. But beware, make sure it's your own work. Now for a few choices that you'll have to make when applying. Early action, early decision, or regular decision. Every college has a slightly different take on early action and early decision, but in general, both are a form of applying earlier, basically early November rather than early January. And early action is considered the non-binding form of applying, whereas early decision is binding. Binding means that once an applicant is admitted, they must attend that college and retract their application from other colleges, even if they are accepted there. You can only apply to one college in early decision, though some colleges have certain parameters for if you would like to apply to multiple colleges. The decisions from early applications often come in around mid-December. There are three possible decisions: admitted, deferred, and denied. The difference between deferred and denied is that if you are deferred, you will be considered during regular decision, whereas if you are denied, you may not apply in regular decision again that same year. Regular decision applications are due in early January, and their results come in early in the spring. If an applicant is accepted in any process, they must submit their decision by May 1st. If you're deciding which colleges to apply to in either category, I suggest choosing the colleges which you are most attracted to for early action or decision. Don't just apply to a college in one category or the other if you think your acceptance rates may go up or down, because they won't. The only thing that will boost your acceptance rates is if you are a strong candidate for the college. And don't fear, I'll be covering how to do that in this video as well as a future video. Coalition or Common application. In my opinion, both are good to use. I personally set up an account on Common App, but you can use either. Once you make your choice though, keep in mind two things. One, some colleges like MIT don't accept either. They have their own application portal. And two, most colleges have different supplemental questions for each application method. Also, there are many other application portals, but these are the two that are most commonly used. To get a head start, I have already filled out the parts of my application that I already know, like my biological information, my schooling, my parents, etc., so that I only have to focus on the components that are unique to each college. Furthermore, if you have exceptional artistic or musical capabilities, many colleges accept additional supplements through SlideRoom. This can also include research papers, publications in magazines or newspapers, and more. These are due with the rest of your application. SAT or ACT. All colleges accept either, so take the one that you are most comfortable with. Due to the current situation, testing days have been moved to the late summer or fall, and students who have already signed up for testing in May or June, or those who will be applying this year and do not have their scores yet, will be prioritized. When it comes to SAT subject tests, colleges are being lenient and only recommending but not considering any additional testing. This goes for AP tests as well. They have also committed to provide AP students with college credits to take off some of the stress from test takers' shoulders. For more information on AP testing, visit apcentral.collegeboard.org, and I have provided a link down below in the description. Wide range of activities or select few that you enjoy. When it comes to your supplemental essays and the activity section of your application, many worry that in order to stand out as a worthy applicant, they must have hundreds of volunteer service hours and be involved in almost every program in their tenor state, but that couldn't be farther from the truth. I mean, unless you're passionate in everything from politics to environmental science and reform to advancements in technology and everything in between, be sure to represent who you truly are. If you think about it, that makes sense. First of all, not only is it so much more fun and interesting, but you're actually making a large impact in something that you care about, not only something that you're doing just for your resume. Also, colleges can see right through an application that shows a student who has their hands full with things they're just doing for show. So in the end, make sure you're doing what you know you care about, and if you do that, colleges will know you're a worthy candidate. Well, I hope that answers some of your questions and relaxes some of your worries. Stay tuned for next week's video, and until then, remember to stay safe, stay connected, and stay savvy.